So, good morning or good night, depending on where you are in the world, and welcome to another album review of the Shield Dude on a Couch. I'm your host, Hector, and today we're going to talk about the 12th album by Dutch black and death metal band God Dethroned, and the album is called The Judas Paradox. So, this is the band's third album after coming back after a long time of hiatus, and their lead singer and guitar player Henry really is the main vocal stay of this band. He's been with the band ever since, so he's got newer players in the band. So basically, this is his baby. And on this album, they have 11 songs, 42 minutes in length, and God Dethroned obviously talks a lot about religion, but on this album they tackle religion, mythology, and other themes. Yeah, there's even a song that tackles the COVID-19 crisis as well, that I talked with Henry on the interview that I had with him. So this is an album that the title, The Judas Paradox, like at first I thought it would be a concept album and every song would be about Judas, but that is not the case. There's only two songs that actually mention Judas, one being The Judas Paradox, which is the album opener, and the other would be The Hanged Man. And this is this is an album that really like the sound of this band, it's the vocals are more black metal, but the music is more like death metal with some there's also some symphony into some of the tracks. The first track and the first single that they put out was Rat Kingdom, which is the second song. And that song really is my favorite track on the record. Like, this track is all about the Vatican and all the secrets that lie within. So obviously he's saying that all the people that are inside the Vatican are basically rats. And if you find out their secrets, you would be dead. And I love it when he screams like, "Rat Kingdom!" It's a very energetic and amazing song. I thought this could be an album opener, but I think The Judas Paradox as an album opener works because there's no blast beats on that song, and it's more moody, and it's like a longer track at 6 minutes, so it really sets the tone. And that song is all about what if Judas was actually a scapegoat and basically got thrown under the bus because of what happened, and the music video for it, it's in The Last Supper. And I think it's a pretty interesting track. It's a more melodic track, and I think it's great to open the album with a more moodier, like longer track that's straight into the blast beats, because it's a good way to ease you into the record. The Hanged Man, which was the other single that they released, is actually the third track on the record, and that one is a mixture of like black and death metal with more melodic sensibilities. And again, they mentioned Judas here, like he's going to be the Hanged Man, because he betrayed Jesus. So it's a great one. Then they have some other tracks, two tracks like Blackheart and Asmodeus, which I thought they were okay. They were solid, but they kind of follow like a same formula. So I kind of was like, okay, they're interesting, but I think the first three songs are better executed for me. But then the album, in the middle of the album, it has like a highlight with Kashmir Princess. I thought that one was great, and I thought that one had like more like elements of like different types of tones in the song, like a little bit of Middle Eastern flair to it, and it was more melodic, but also could be like harsher at times. Subject matter, I'm guessing it's I don't know exactly what Kashmir Princess is about, but I thought it was pretty interesting. And then I think the song that follows, Hubris Anorexia, is another very strong song. Again, something that also the band does well is, even though they can be extreme at times, I think they got great hooks on the songs and choruses that really stand out and are memorable. After that, I think the Eye of Providence, Hailing Death, Broken Bloodlines, and War Machine, which closed the album, they're not bad tracks, but I think they're a little bit more of the same. So I think it plays it safe a little bit with the sound. So that's my critique of the record. I think the first half of the record is more strong. I think like the first 3 songs are basically the best songs on the record, and then there's a little bit of deep, but in maybe not the quality, but a deep in like the urgency, I think, of the record. And to me, some of the other songs kind of like sometimes blended a little bit into one another. Not that I would say there's a really bad track on this record, but I believe, that the first half it's the strongest. Like a song like Hailing Death, which is interesting, but I don't know why. In the way they were doing the chorus, it reminded me of like a blackened death metal version of a Slayer song at times. But nonetheless, the Judas Paradox, is a strong album. I think if you're a fan of bands like Behemoth, you would enjoy this one. And the Judas, the Judas Paradox really does what it intends to do. It's a solid record, and I think God Dethroned have been doing this for a long time. So if you want to know more about this record, I actually interviewed Henry, and we talked more about the themes on this record and the making and what inspires him. So it's a pretty interesting conversation. So I'm gonna put that somewhere around here so you can watch that interview. So I want to know from you, Couchers, what are your favorite tracks from this record? Comment down below. Let me know, like, if you think like me that the first half of the album is stronger than the second half. Also, if you like the videos that I'm putting out, do not forget to give me a like, and do not forget to subscribe. That helps me with the YouTube algorithm to get to more people like yourself. So until next time, Couchers, this is Hector, the Shield Dude on a Couch, and I'll see you all right here on the couch. Thank you and goodbye.